How's it going, everyone? Mask here, back with another MapleStory M video, and today we're taking a look at jewels. Admittedly, jewels are something I've put next to no effort in so far in this game, and that is changing today, and I'm taking you guys on this adventure with me. But before we get started, let me show you how you guys can save a ton of money next time you buy something from the cash shop. We're checking out GameFlip. Before your next purchase in the Play Store or the App Store, make sure to check out GameFlip. They got Google Play gift cards, 15% off face value. iTunes gift cards for 5, 11, even 18% off face value. This is basically free money. And if you're short on funds, you can also sell things on GameFlip. And of course, you're always backed by the GameFlip guarantee. So check out the link in the top of the description down below. It'll take you to GameFlip and start saving yourself some money. So what are jewels and where do you get them? Basically, jewels, actually, you can't find them in your bag. You have to go to your main menu, character, and jewel. There's 5 different colors of jewels, pink or red, whatever floats your boat. We got blue, green, yellow, and purple. And amongst all of these jewels, there is basically one for every main stat you can think of in the game. And you can add these stats to your character by putting your jewels into the different jewel sockets that you have. You start the game off, you have 2 jewel socket pages, and no, you don't get a bonus from every single socket. Some people, I've heard that misinformation before as well. Only one page, your main page you have showing, is active at any given time. Before I get too deep into those, these are what jewels are. You can basically add any stat to your character with them. Where do you get them? From the daily dungeon. This is the only place you can get jewels from right now. And basically you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday gives you the pink jewels. Tuesday gives you the blue jewels. Wednesday gives you the green. Thursday gives you yellow. Friday gives you purple. Now on Saturday and Sunday, you get to pick any one of these that you want. So today I ran Thursday's dungeon and yesterday as much as I could because I want to collect these yellow jewels. Because the type of stats that can drop from various colors of jewels are different. Yellow jewels have experience and drop rate. Actually, I mean, I've collected enough of them now that you can see the majority of the stats. Pink are your offensive jewels, giving you physical attack and magic attack. Blue are more defensive. You have magic defense, physical damage increase. Typically, that stat is physical damage decrease. That's interesting. You know what? There's a pretty good variation of all stats you can find. Here's magic damage increase, evasion, crit damage. But yellow, you have experience increase and drop rate increase. These are the 2 stats I'm most interested in. I want to get more experience and I want to get more drops. And I can focus on max-minning my actual ability to either have stronger defense or stronger damage later. That's the way I've been looking at it. So you get these jewels from the daily dungeon Monday through Friday. They tell you what dungeon you have to run. Saturday and Sunday you get to pick. Now what can you do with them? Let's take a look at fusing jewels really quick. So to fuse jewels, you can put in a base material. And the important thing to know is whatever base material you put in is the type that is going to stay. You have to put a base material in and 2 other materials of the same color. You can put 3 of the same jewel in. Or, for example, I can put my base experience increase and 2 of these knockback resist jewels in. Or 1 knockback resist and 1 pen rate. That part doesn't matter. Now, fusing these jewels like this gives you an opportunity to get a higher grade jewel. No matter what, the 2 material jewels that are put in, which are the ones on the right, will disappear. You do not lose your base jewel. So no, I will maintain this experience increase jewel no matter what, but I still am going to lose both of the materials you put in when you go to actually do the fusion. Now we have a 50% success rate from completing this fusion. We will get a grade A jewel. Right now these are grade B. Only thing is I have a decision to make whether or not I want to build an experience boost set or a drop rate boost set. I kind of want both. I think my deciding factor right now is going to be whether or not this fusion succeeds. Because if this fusion succeeds, I'll actually have enough base experience increase jewels to make a full set. It's 80%. I'm gonna hope it does. As you can see, the fusion was successful. We now have 5 rank B experience increase jewels. Let's just do a couple of these 50% rolls. Fusion failed there. We maintained the experience, but we lost those 2, the knockback and the pen rate jewels. Try it again. We were successful. We got our first grade A jewel. I can put in these other 2 knockback resists. Successful again. There's another grade A. That's fantastic. I would love to be able to get a full set of these right now. Experience. I'm going to have to start burning through these drop rate jewels. There's my third. Hopefully we can get a full set because I'd love to get it. There's the 4th. Going for the 5th now. That failed. We got 3 more tries at 50%. This should be pretty good. And we got it. So let's take a look at jewel sets now. We're going to go ahead and remove this jewel. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can override it, right? Register. Nope. You got to actually physically pay to remove it. So be careful about what jewels you put into your slots. It does cost you mesos to get them out. But here we go. We're going to register a full set of grade A experience increase jewels. This is going to be giving me significant amount of bonus experience now. As you can see, 1.4% per jewel. That's pretty significant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an extra 2. That's 7% bonus experience just from all of these jewels now. I hadn't been taking advantage of jewels at all. But here's the crazy part. The set bonus. Now, I'm now receiving the yellow jewel set bonus of an extra 1% drop rate and an extra 1% experience increase. So this set is now giving me 8% experience boost and 1% bonus drop rate. I'm going to be using this for the large majority of my leveling and gameplay now moving forward. The reason I went out of my way and got 5, on games like this with a lot of luck and gotcha involved, I tend to spend all of my premium currency on guaranteed things. I always feel like I'm getting my value out of it. I kind of want to build a bunch of different jewel sets, have something for all the different aspects. Like if I'm really trying to grind experience at Star Force, I want to have an experience set up. If I'm trying to grind mesos and at toy soldiers in the sky map, for example, I kind of want to build a drop rate increase set. Like I would like that. And I find out too, I'm not quite sure, does drop rate increase your meso drops? That I'm very interested in. Regardless, I have 5 jewel pages now. You only start with 2. They're fairly expensive. I think they're like 500-600 crystals to add. But no, they're 400 actually. They're 400 crystals per page, which isn't terrible. I felt the need to get them. The last thing on the jewel page is to modify. Now, modifying jewels, basically you put in 2 materials, and the materials can actually be any jewel of that same rating, and a same rank random jewel will pop out. So let's say you are just trying to complete this yellow set, and you don't have anything else. You can go, okay, let me throw a green, a purple, and a blue in. Maybe a yellow pops out. Realistically, this is not worth it in any way, because I'm sure there's some kind of stat page you'd like to build in each color. So you kind of want to save those colors for ranking up their own grade stones and trying to actually get A rank. After A rank, you have S rank, then you have double S rank. Those become extremely hard to get. I actually should have, while I had the jewels, shown you what the percent success rate of going from A to S is. It's pretty low. I'm gonna figure that out right now for you. And but by throwing together a couple grade A greens, going from A to S is actually a 10% success rate. So you definitely got to get on that daily dungeon grind, because upgrading these jewel pages takes a ton of time, a ton of mesos, and a ton of work. This is like, on average, you're gonna need like 100 grade A jewels in order to finish making your set. I mean, if you have 10% chance, costing you 2 per go, I mean, maybe not 100, but it's gonna be quite a lot. Now, last thing to take a look at is the jewel set bonuses and sort of the stats of them in total. I'm going to take us over to a nice spreadsheet made by Lukishi to check that out. All right, let's take a look at all the jewels in the game, what the total possible stats are across every tier for every color as well. So on the red jewels, everyone's calling them red. I guess I called them pink earlier. I'm sorry. At you have physical attack, magic attack, jump, and crit damage resist. And it gets up to a fairly significant value. At triple S, you're looking at 60 physical or magic attack per jewel, and that's a ton. Coming over to your blue jewels, you have physical damage, accuracy, speed, and magic defense. So physical, I mean, here's a physical damage of 0.7% at triple S. That also is going to add up an absolute ton. It'd be interesting to see where you get the most advantage from between physical attack, magic attack. I suppose the stronger you get, the more a damage multiplier is going to benefit you rather than flat stats as well. So this is probably going to be the best offensive physical damage jewel setup as well. Coming over to green, we're going to have the same thing, but for magic damage. That 0.7% magic damage boost, but you also have crit damage on green, which ends up being sort of a hard one to make a decision on. Crit damage, magic damage. If your crit rate's high enough, that crit damage is going to be pretty crazy. But the reality is that they're the same values. You're going to choose 0.7 magic damage over 0.7 crit damage regardless. Evasion, physical defense. Evade is nice. I actually would like to see a character fully invested into evade and just check out how cool that stat is. How often do you get hit? It's probably pretty crazy. And then coming over to yellow jewels, these are the ones that I'm most interested in. We have experience, pen, knockback resist, and drop rate. But that experience and drop rate, that's just value. And whenever you're farming, you're getting more out of that farming. You probably can already do enough damage to be satisfied with farming, and that's why I want to go for these jewels. Not to mention, knockback resist is also a fantastic stat as well. You could have a full knockback resist page if you're really fighting mobs that you just can't handle, especially as a bowmaster, where knockback is so detrimental to you trying to get your skills off. Now, moving on, we have Friday's purple's jewels. There's crit rate, boss attack, boss defense, and block. Notice boss attack, 1% boost. That's pretty crazy as well. That's going to be better than your 0.7% magic or physical damage boost. And we don't have the stat for triple S crit rate yet, but that also can be a fantastic way to help max out your crit rate bonus. Now, these are the actual base stats of the jewels. Let's look at the actual set bonuses as well. So set bonus wise, on red, we have physical attack, magic attack, and jump percentage, all from the rank A jewel set bonus. Now, rank A jewels drop from the hardest daily, the hardest ranked daily. So if you get strong enough, you can straight up just farm those jewels, which is great. Moving on to Tuesday, we have on the blue jewels, for completing a full set of rank A blue jewels, you have magic defense, physical, and physical damage boost. So this is going to be great for physical damage dealers. Similarly, on green jewels, the jewel set effect for rank A jewels is physical defense and magic damage boost, an extra 1%. And here is arguably my favorite rune set right now. I keep saying runes. I'm so sorry. Jewels. If I've said rune at any time during this video, you guys know I mean jewels. This feels like equipping runes to your character. That's the only thing. And I've played a lot of games where you have this similar... You can put 5 of these on. Anyhow, Thursday's yellow jewels set bonus for A, it's a 1% drop rate, 1% experience boost. You guys just saw me get that. But 2% drop rate, 1.5% experience boost, and a bonus 100 knockback resist. That is nuts. That 100 knockback resist is insane. You only get 500, or only get 5 knockback resist for the max ranked yellow jewels. So this is crazy. This rank S boost is probably one of the better ones. That being said, we just don't have the data on the other rank rank S set bonuses right now as well. They all could be really, really good. But this is arguably the best farming setup ever. You're going to have knockback resist, drop rate increase, and experience increase. That's basically farming heaven. Easier to kill mobs and get more out of the mobs, drop rate, and experience wise. Now moving on to the boss set, the purple jewels, you're going to get a 4% block rate and increase and a 1% boss attack boost. So that 1% boss attack damage, I'm really interested to see how those change when that becomes an S set. But the purple jewels are still going to be probably what you're going for if you're trying to maximize your possible damage on bosses.
Well, now that we've checked out all of the stats that the jewels can have, the set bonuses, we've looked at fusing, we've looked at modifying. Hopefully, you're as much of an expert on jewels as I am now. I know I just went from not even having any jewels equipped to now having a beautiful looking rank A yellow jewel set. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to be getting quite a lot of bonus XP now compared to before. Hopefully you guys figure out your jewels as well. Prioritize that daily dungeon. Now that I know just how much of an impact it has on your stats and your gear, it's probably going to be one of the first things I do every day now. So focus up on that daily dungeon. Get some jewel sets built. Of course, you do have to be level 110 in order to complete a jewel set. That's what took me so long to come out with this video for. I was trying to finish that grind to 110.